I'm not sure at what point in the past that vacation became like a thing that people did, but I would imagine it probably started sometime around the time when people started having a little more free time and started getting some time off of work, and they decided, hey, let me just leave my ordinary life for a little bit, go somewhere different that I've never seen before, and try to enjoy life outside of work and my home. But what happens when you love your life so much and where you live that vacation feels like work? First of all, I don't want anybody watching this video to think that I'm complaining, because I'm definitely not. Having the ability to take time off of work and travel is certainly a luxury that a lot of people sometimes don't have, and I'm very grateful to be able to do this. However, if you really love your life the way it is, then what is even the purpose of vacation anymore? Or if there is a purpose to vacation, then what should I do on vacation? Since I'm on vacation right now, this is sort of what gave me the idea to make this video, because I've been struggling a little bit since I've been away from home, and not a single day goes by that I don't think about my cozy sofa or my own bed, or being able to just relax and get enough sleep in my own house. So let's dive into some of the conundrums and dilemmas that I'm having while on vacation, and maybe you can relate to this too. So let's start with all of the comforts of home. When you're on vacation, that's something you usually don't get. I suppose if you have the money and the budget to stay in somewhere like the Ritz-Carlton, and you're gonna go there for a week, and you can afford to be pampered and literally have all of the luxuries of home, I'm guessing that wouldn't be too bad. But let's face it, the average person really can't afford that, including me. So basically, being on this road trip and moving from hotel almost every day, hotel to hotel in different city, and loading up the car and unloading the car is a lot of work. And yes, it's beautiful to see all of these sights and being able to go to new places, but this is a lot harder than just staying home and living my regular life. And there's some other problems that come along with vacation too that I want to dive into. So the first one is lack of sleep. I don't know if you can relate or not, but when I'm on vacation, I actually have a really hard time sleeping, and it's not for the reason you might think. It's basically because of excitement. I want to plan out what I'm going to do the next day and think about all the things there are to do, and just getting excited about all of those things makes my mind run like 1,000 miles an hour, and then when bedtime comes, I basically can't fall asleep. And that gets you into this vicious cycle where you're not getting enough sleep, and then you get up the next day and you want to go do all these things, but then you feel tired, and it's hard to do all of them without some kind of a booster going on, And related to that point, let's talk about your diet and your exercise routine and things like that. For me, all of that gets completely screwed up when I'm on vacation. Whether I fly somewhere or I'm on the road like now, you just eat more junk food, you eat out more, you eat at more restaurants, you eat more things that you normally wouldn't eat at home. And sometimes when you take a shower at the hotel, for example, the water quality is not that good. You can feel it on your skin, or even the water that you drink, depending on where you're at. Those things can vary, and when you're on vacation, those are all things that you have to deal with, and those aren't things I have to deal with at home. And similar to those points and what I was saying about the sleeping routine before, it's just harder for me to relax. Like, a lot of these hotel rooms don't really have a nice sofa to just sit down and relax and watch TV. Some of them do, but even the ones that do, it's not as nice as your couch at home, and it's not as nice as your TV at home, and you get kind of spoiled when you have a really good life and you have all of these beautiful luxuries at your own house. Whenever you go somewhere else, a lot of times, at least for me, it feels inferior. And one of the biggest dilemmas that I face on vacation is wanting to do everything, but actually only being able to do a few things. And I think everyone watching this video can relate to this point on some level, thinking back to a vacation you've been on in the past. You might have a list of all the things you want to do at this spot you're going to be vacationing in, but then once you get there and you're actually there, and you kind of just want to relax, you're faced with the dilemma of, do I just sit by the pool all day, or do I go and do these activities, which can be quite exhausting, and you're stuck in that. So what do you do? Part of the reason to vacation, if you ask me, is to get in some R&R and relax a little bit and take a break from life. But if you're out there doing a ton of activities all the time, then it's almost impossible to get that relaxation in. Of course, those experiences are fun and adventurous and bring a lot of joy, but they are exhausting. And then finally, what is the right length of vacation? Not everybody can take a 2-month long vacation like I'm doing right now, and I'm starting to wonder if I even need a 2-month vacation, or if anyone really does. It's almost like maybe it's too long, because since I love being home so much and I love my regular life and my regular routine at home, maybe it's more trouble than it's worth. I'm not really sure, because I'm not even really halfway through this vacation yet, and I just wanted to make this video while I had the idea and all of this was fresh in my mind. So I really want to hear from you guys on how you feel about this topic down in the comments. Now that it's been a few days since I initially shot the footage that you just saw before this clip, I just wanted to tell everybody that I really am enjoying the vacation. You know, it can be pretty stressful to be on the road for like 7 or 8 days straight, constantly moving hotel rooms, and that was kind of the inspiration for this video. But I just want to stress to everybody who watches this that in no way am I unhappy or, you know, regretting that I went on a trip. Nothing like that at all. So I just wanted to clear that up real quick and enjoy the rest of the video. Now, I would imagine that if I decided to take a different type of vacation besides this road trip where I'm moving around all the time and changing cities and changing hotels, I would think that if I went on a resort trip where I actually flew somewhere and stayed there for a week or two, by the time day 2 came and I'm just sitting by the pool, I would be so bored that I would basically be forcing myself to get up and go do something, whether it's going for a hike or going to the gym, whatever. Because at the end of the day, I crave that regular routine so badly that without it, I feel like life sucks. And I would rather have that routine than be on vacation, I think. And that's what makes me think maybe I'm just doing it wrong. And I've thought about things like maybe not moving around as much, which I do plan to do very soon. Once I get to California, I plan on staying in LA for at least a month. So that'll be nice to kind of stay in one city for a little while and not move around too much. I will be doing activities though. I will be going for hikes. I will be going to the gym. I will be going and checking out new beaches, and that includes driving around a lot, because anybody who knows LA, it's a very big town, so that means you're going to be driving all the time, and that in itself isn't very relaxing. But I'm not going to complain. I'm just making a point that vacation isn't always what we think it's going to be in our minds. Sometimes we have this fantasy that we have to get away to that beautiful tropical island and get on this vacation, because if I don't, my life's gonna suck. But I'm here to tell you that maybe your regular life is better than you think. If you enjoyed this video, then make sure you go ahead and check out this one right over here, and I'll see you guys over there.